Okay, here we are on the classwork for 3.6. Goal for today is to do 1 through 5. So, number 1, write the opposite of each number. Sometimes people overthink this. Remember, the opposite of positive 10 sevenths would be negative 10 sevenths. Okay, so that's what you're doing here, number 1. Number 2, plot 4/5 on the number line. Label it point A and its opposite point B on the number line. Write their values below the points. So to draw a scale that would include both points, what could be the length of each segment? We have to get 4/5 on this number line. They gave us 0, 1, and -1. So if we're thinking about positive 1 in fifths, that's one whole. One whole in fifths would be 5/5. And negative one whole would be negative 5/5. So you have to figure out what you would be counting by. And my first hint here is, this is 5/5, and we know we have to have 4/5 on the number line. Okay, so that's number 2, part A, scale. Remember, scale is what you're counting by, so whatever you decide to count by, that's what you would put your answer for here. All right, number 2, use a scale of 1/4. Plot -1 and 1/4 on the number line below. Label it P. Okay, scale of 1/4. So 0 goes in the middle. So we're counting by fourths. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and then you have one whole, right? So 4/4. And then you have 5/4, and I'm just going to do one more, 6/4. Remember, this is one whole. This would be like 1 and 1/4, okay? They want you to plot -1 and 1/4, so you're going to have to go back the other way now. And then what's the opposite of P? Describe its location, in relation to 0, to the left or to the right. That's what it's going for. All right, so you also got to do number 3. Then on the next page, number 4, locate and label each point on the number line. Use the diagram to answer the questions. Jill lives 1 block north of the pizza shop. Jeanette's house is 1/3 block past Jill's house. Jeffrey and Olivia are in the park 4/3 block south of the pizza shop. Janet's Jazzy Jewelry Shop is located halfway in between the pizza shop and the park. Okay, so the hardest part of this is, so obviously we're going to start at 0. 0 is the pizza shop. Okay, that is always the hardest part of this question. So then describe an appropriate scale. Well, like I'm looking, they talk about 1/3, one whole, 4/3. So your scale here has to reflect that. All right, and if we're talking a lot about thirds, your scale should be 1/3. Okay, and then I won't do any more after that. All right, so you're going to go in and you're going to start counting by thirds. So like 1, oh boy. So it'd be like 1/3, 2/3, 3/3 is one whole. All right, so this would be 3/3. All right, and then maybe you have to keep going. 4/3, 5/3, 6/3 would be 2 wholes. Okay, so use this to help you out. And then number 5, very similar to what we did on the other page. Plot 8/3 and its opposite. So again, you have to start with 0 thirds, or it's in thirds, so you would have to start, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. All right, and then what 2 integers is part B. So the scale here for part A, all right, would be 1/3. What 2 integers? Remember, integers are positive and negative whole numbers. So which whole numbers does it fall in between? All right, and then you are not doing 6, and that's all. Okay, so hopefully going through each of these questions helps you out a little bit. If you need more help, you can always come to office hours or send me an email.